As a brand new parent, you want to give your newborn the absolute best start in life. But what many parents don't realize is that even the most normal birth process puts tremendous physical stress on your baby's delicate body, particularly their brainstem, neck, and nervous system. In the United States, we are now trending to nearly 1 in 3 deliveries ending in C-sections. And on top of that, the amount of births that involve other potentially harmful interventions like induction, forceps, or vacuum delivery, and other forms of manual assistance are quite staggering once you open the hood. And you start to look at what's really going on with labor and delivery in this country, as well as other developed countries. It's not just birth interventions that cause concern. Even in natural intervention free births, the physical stress of labor and delivery can place significant pressure on an infant's spine and delicate nervous system. This can lead to subtle birth trauma and neurological interference caused by misalignments, also known as subluxations, which may impact a child's development, nervous system regulation, and overall health from the very beginning. Those first few weeks with your newborn can be challenging. The constant crying, difficulty nursing, sleep struggles, reflux, or colic. While conventional medicine often dismisses these as normal baby problems that they'll eventually outgrow, what if these signs are actually indicating underlying neurological dysfunction that can be addressed? This video is for expectant parents and parents of newborns who want to give their babies the best possible start in life, free from the effects of birth trauma and nervous system dysfunction that could impact their health and development. I'm going to explain how birth trauma affects your baby's delicate nervous system, why those normal baby problems might actually be signs of nervous system dysfunction, and how neurologically focused chiropractic care can help address these issues before they develop into chronic health challenges that follow your child for years. In a study from the American Osteopathic Association, the incidence of subluxation or somatic dysfunction was found in 99% of healthy newborns, with the severity and incidence of these biomechanical challenges within the spine and cranial system increasing with longer labor times and the use of birth interventions like the ones that we discussed. Now, while that 99% number can be quite staggering, considering we are talking about something that the conventional pediatrician has absolutely no training in or understanding of, we've noticed the exact same results in our practice. Even children born naturally without intervention can benefit massively from an early life chiropractic checkup and exam that looks for these subluxations and somatic dysfunctions. The reason it's so important to find these subluxations and dysfunctions early is that they not only can cause issues with latching, nursing, digestion, sleeping, soothing, and so forth early on in life, but they are not something that the child grows out of. Instead, due to their location within the neurospinal system and the brainstem regions, they very commonly start to alter all sorts of growth and development as time goes on, most especially interfering with gross motor development, fine motor skills, speech, and so forth. First of all, it's important to know that infants cannot control and protect their head and neck. Not only are these birth interventions and manually assisted births of any kind quite tough on the delicate tissues of the head, neck, and spinal cord, but it's important to note that these infants have no motor or muscular control developed yet, so they can't protect themselves. This increases the likelihood and severity of neck and brainstem injuries from birth interventions and leads to the cascade of issues that we'll cover next. Let's break down the 3 main parts of subluxation and connect them to birth trauma. What many parents don't realize is that these physical forces can create misalignments in your baby's neurospinal system, something called subluxation. Subluxation has 3 components. First, misalignment within the neurospinal system can lead to issues like difficulty latching, torticollis, or when the neck is tight, and plagiocephaly, or flat spots on the head. The second is fixation and restricted motion. Movement is essential for a developing infant as it provides the brain with proprioception. When subluxation creates fixation, it reduces this vital input to the brain. That proprioception tells the brain where the body is in space. So if it doesn't get good information, it has a hard time figuring that out. And third, the neurological interference and imbalance disrupt proper communication between the brain and the body. So let's talk about the role of the brainstem in the upper neck region and how they have control over motor tone, coordination, and development. All motor tone and development for the entire body is controlled and coordinated by the cerebellum, brainstem, and upper cervical region of the spinal cord. We call it the air traffic controller. So when the nerves and the muscles of the upper neck and spine are thrown off track in the first moments of life, all motor development downstream is negatively affected. Motor development equals brain development. So if we don't see good motor development, we know that there is issues with the brain. The vagus nerve. We've talked about it a bunch. It controls digestion, respiration, immune function, etc. The upper neck and brainstem region, the area that's most affected by birth trauma, houses the vagus nerve, the primary controller of your baby's parasympathetic rest, digest, and regulate nervous system. When birth trauma creates subluxation in this area, it can significantly disrupt vagus nerve function, leading to dysautonomia, or an imbalance in that autonomic nervous system. This disruption can affect virtually every major system in your baby's body. Digestive function, like colic, reflux, constipation, sleep regulation, immune response, emotional regulation, and developmental milestones. Now I want to explain some common normal baby problems that are actually signs of neurological dysfunction. Colic and excessive crying aren't just phases, but often manifestations of a stressed nervous system that's struggling to regulate itself. Breastfeeding difficulties frequently stem from upper cervical subluxations affecting the cranial nerves that control these precise movements. Reflux and digestion issues often occur when vagus nerve dysfunction disrupts normal digestive motility. And then sleep disturbances happen when a subluxated nervous system that's stuck in sympathetic dominance makes it difficult for babies to relax into deep restorative sleep. Early developmental delays can occur when subluxation restricts normal movement patterns that stimulate proper neurological development. All that movement, again, in the motor system tells the brain what's going on. Now, here's why you should get neurologically focused chiropractic adjustments for newborns. Unlike the adjustments that you might picture for adults or see on YouTube, newborn adjustments are incredibly gentle, using no more pressure than you would use to test the ripeness of a tomato or press on your closed eyelid. These precise, gentle techniques are specifically designed to release tension patterns and restore proper nervous system communication, allowing your baby's body to function optimally. Many practitioners use advanced technology like the Insight scans that we use in our office to identify precise areas of nervous system stress, allowing for highly specific and individualized care plans. Here is an example of an infant that is subluxated and in distress from birth trauma. On that scan on the left, you can see all of the red and stress that's in their nervous system. Now, after one short round of adjustments, we have a progress exam that comes in about a month later, and we can see how much of that tension has been released. The first year of your baby's life represents an extraordinary period of development. During this time, their brain will more than double in size and form more than 1 million new neural connections every second. These early patterns establish the foundation that will influence their health and development for years to come. By ensuring that your baby's nervous system is functioning optimally from the very beginning, you're not just addressing immediate challenges like colic, reflux, or sleep issues, you're setting them up for a lifetime of improved health, stronger immunity, better regulation, and optimal development. Don't wait until those normal baby problems become chronic issues. You can take a proactive approach to your child's health by having them checked by a neurologically focused pediatric chiropractor as soon as possible after birth. At Generations Chiropractic, we specialize in gentle, specific adjustments designed for newborns. Our comprehensive assessment includes a detailed health history, gentle physical examination, and advanced insight thermal and HRV scans to identify areas of nervous system stress. You can learn more about the insight scans and our clinical process by clicking on the link in our bio or heading to our website. We know that taking care of your newborn baby can be the most exciting and nerve-wracking time of your life. Head on to our bio and website to learn more about both the safety and benefits of chiropractic for newborns and to get more information about who we are, our practice, and how everything works. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to comment below, send us a DM on Instagram, or even give us a call.